Welcome back. Lots happening this week. This is like the Black Bowl 57. Autumn Lockwood makes history as the first black female coach in Super Bowl 57 with the Philadelphia Eagles.
That's right. That's right. She becomes the fourth woman overall to coach in the championship game with a background in strength and conditioning. Now, she also holds a Bachelor of Science in Criminal Justice and a Master's in Sports Management, and has previously worked with various athletic teams. The NFL continues its push for diversity with other notable black women in the Super Bowl, including the first black female agent representing an NFL quarterback. Now, the NFL's efforts come after the Colin Kaepernick controversy in 2016 with a mission to bring change.
Indeed. Now, the recent NFL season has seen progress in diversity and representation with the signing of 2 black quarterbacks, the first African-American woman coaching in the Super Bowl we just spoke on, and of course, Damar Hamlin's acceptance of the NFLPA's Alan Page Award.
Yep, but despite these advances, there are no black owners in the NFL. Fox 5's Guy Lambert joins us to discuss these developments and what to expect in the future. Welcome to Fox Soul's Black Report, Guy.
Hey, I got to tell you, I'm really excited to be there with you guys. Picking up that's what we call Black Love Magic. You got to high five her.
That's right. And so, Guy, can you talk about the significance of the signing of 2 black quarterbacks in the NFL? I remember a time where black quarterbacks were rare, if they existed at all, and here we are in the Super Bowl with a whole 2.
Yeah, we're speaking about the Super Bowl, but there are so many stories that go along with it. Just hit the nail right on the head. Of course, the 2 African-American players, the quarterbacks, the main guys. To understand the history of where we were and where we have come is truly dynamic. Over 103 years, professional football has been around in some form of fashion. 1920, guys, it was 1920 where the first African-American NFL quarterback played. African-American, did I say that? His name, Fritz Pollard. You know you got to be a bad man pajama if your name is Fritz. Around about a year or so, it was then at the time the Washington Commanders, or we call them that now, but the owner of that team said, you know what, there's no white Harlem Globetrotters, so there's going to be no black NFL players. You believe that? They snatched them. Fast forward to now, to 2023, and for the first time this year, ladies and gentlemen, we had 23 African-American quarterbacks who played at least one down in the NFL. That's a record. And now we got the Super Bowl where 2 African-American quarterbacks are going head-to-head. I mean, this is just huge.
Yeah, it is huge, Guy. And not only the 2 quarterbacks, but we just highlighted the young lady who will be the first African-American woman coaching in the Super Bowl. What do you think this means for the NFL and the future of females in the coaching ranks in an all-male game?
Yeah, this is just so cool. I heard you all talking about Autumn Lockwood, but what folks don't understand, or what they need to understand, is she's not just a figurehead, guys. They didn't just say, hey, we want an African-American woman to be here just so that we could look good. That's not the case. She is a performance coach. And I got to tell you, when you look at the record, when you look at the history this year of all the teams that excel within performing, we're talking about players remaining healthy. That's the definition of that job. You got to keep them healthy. And she is near the top. And so it shows that, despite her being a woman, despite her being African-American, despite facing all the challenges that she probably faced year in and year out, she did her job very well. And for that, she should once again be congratulated. I'm telling you, when you all were talking about it, I just wanted to say Black Girl Magic all the way, because that's what it truly is.
Indeed.
So, Guy, tell us, despite the small advances that we've seen in the NFL, and I want to, double click on small, why do you think that there are still no black owners in the league? It's great that we're celebrating Rihanna, we're celebrating, black coaches, black quarterbacks, but black agents, but we know that black ownership matters. It matters in every other realm of our economy and community, but we still haven't been able to crack that nut in the NFL.
Well, I got some bad news for you. It ain't going to happen anytime soon, guys. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. But we're talking about 32 NFL owners. And, once again, what you got to understand is that it's a good old boys club. I mean, let's just call it what it is. They are the ones, in essence, that make the decision who gets the chance to play in the sandbox and who gets kicked out. And so if you have folks that don't look like you, that you're not familiar with, that perhaps don't come from the same background you're from, you're not necessarily as shall I say, as willing to let someone else come in and play the game with you. If anything, we know that they've implemented the Rooney Rule with regard to coaches, meaning that no matter what position they're looking for, you have to at least interview one minority African-American coach in order to possibly get that job. Well, guess what? I think they should have the same rule when it comes to NFL or potential NFL owners, because it's evident that if we let the good old boys just continue to hang around, we're not going to get an opportunity to really play in that sandbox as well.
Yeah, ownership and coaching, those two areas we got to keep on top of. Give us a little insight. I saw it last night. He made a surprise appearance, NFL honors. Everybody was brought to tears. Give us a little insight into Damar Hamlin's acceptance of the NL Players Association's Alan Page Award. Your thoughts on that, Guy?
Yeah, when it comes to the NFL, let's just be real, guys. For the past couple of years, there has been a black eye, really associated, aligned with the NFL. This is a feel-good story, and it's a feel-good story in so many ways. Just forget the NFL. We're talking about sports. We're talking about humanity. And we saw what happened when he flatlined. Not once, but twice. Picture that. Yeah. We all came together as a community. We all really prayed for this gentleman, and we wished him the best. God really does come through. And he came through in a major way. Last night, we got a chance to see him on stage. Not only him, and what I applaud the NFL for is really recognizing the first responders that jumped into action and really saved his life. He deserved the award. He got the award, but so did they. And kudos, finally, going out to the NFL for doing something right and really making sure we recognize those that make a difference.
Hey, Guy, what should we expect to see in the future from the NFL in terms of diversity, equity, inclusion? We certainly have reported on a number of stories where, companies in tech, for example, are sort of stepping back their commitments. Companies in so many other industries are stepping back their commitments along with these sort of mass layoffs. Obviously, the NFL is sort of, putting a bet on black with this particular Super Bowl, but we can't make heads or tails out of, what the future looks like. And so what can we expect from the NFL on the DEI front in the future?
I think it's going to be slow. I mean, it's going to happen. You heard me mention it earlier. It ain't going to happen anytime soon, but it will. And we're making progress, and that's the key. 0 owners, 10% general managers right now. The NFL overall is 70% African American. Did you hear that? 70% African American, yet we have no representation. It has been brought to the forefront. It is now evident, and that's something that they're going to have to continue to address. Another thing, I think about the progression of the game and where it's going to go. Quite honestly, it's a gladiator. It's our version of the gladiators. I mean, it is proven time and time again that a lot of players end up with CTE as a result of playing. Credit Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson was the guy that came to the commissioner and said, you know what, let's try to change the narrative, if you will, change the game slightly, and let's focus on flag football. You saw that take place in the All-Star game this year. I expect that will probably happen over the next several years, if not decades as well. The game will change, as will our role in that game as well.
Indeed. Guy Lambert, already a part of the family. Now you're an official soulmate. You and I go way back. Next time I'm in D.C., we got to break bread. I love you to pieces. We appreciate you and your time today, and best wishes with your coverage this weekend of Super Bowl 57.
Awesome. Chili Bowl, Ben's Chili Bowl on me, Courtney.
and this guy lives in D.C. too, so the three of us got to get together.
I do. My new Instagram connection.
There we go. Thanks so much, Guy. Travel safe. We'll talk to you soon. All right, don't go anywhere. When we come back, it's Black Excellence time.
That's right. You're watching Fox Soul's Black Report. Come on back.